Imagine a future where humanity is no longer limited to Earth. A future where Mars is not just a distant red dot in the sky, but a living, breathing world. By 2050, a city could rise on Mars, a second home for humanity, far beyond the safety of Earth. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is no longer just imagination. It is a mission already in motion. The dream is bold, to turn humans into a multi-planetary species. But listen carefully. Reaching Mars is not the real challenge. Surviving there is. Because this Martian city will not be like a simple base on the moon. Its goal is far greater. 100% self-sufficiency, completely independent from Earth. Think about the moon first. It's so close that a trip can take just about a day, meaning supplies can easily be sent from Earth. But Mars? That's a completely different story. With current technology, reaching Mars takes about 8 months. Yes, future nuclear-powered rockets might reduce it to just 45 days, but even that is a long journey, which means one thing. On Mars, you cannot wait for help from Earth. Whatever you need to survive, you must create it there. And the truth is, Mars offers almost nothing, just dust, rocks, and a harsh environment. But that very emptiness is the biggest opportunity, because it will force us to build massive industries, extracting life-supporting resources from the Martian soil itself. The goal is clear. Even if Earth stops sending supplies forever, the people on Mars must survive on their own. This is humanity's ultimate backup plan. Before any global catastrophe strikes Earth, we must build a self-sustaining civilization of at least 1 million people on Mars. But humans won't go first. Before us, the surface of Mars will be conquered by robots. Dozens, maybe hundreds of robots will arrive first, preparing everything for human survival. And this is where the connection becomes clear between SpaceX and Tesla. This is no coincidence that Elon Musk is building technologies that could shape life on Mars. One of them is called Tesla Optimus. These humanoid robots can work just like humans, everything humans would do on Mars. Optimus could do before we even arrive. Because make no mistake, this will be the most dangerous expedition in human history. Surviving on Mars is nothing like surviving in Antarctica or the Sahara Desert. Mars is colder than Antarctica and hundreds of times drier than the Sahara. But the real danger lies elsewhere, the Martian atmosphere. The air pressure on Mars is so low that liquid water cannot exist on the surface. It instantly turns into vapor. And since the human body is about 70% water, the consequences are deadly. If you stand on Mars without a protective suit, even for a moment, 3 things will happen at once. You will freeze instantly. Your blood will begin to boil, and you will suffocate due to lack of oxygen. And it doesn't end there. Even with a suit, danger remains. Unlike Earth, Mars lacks a strong atmospheric shield, meaning radiation from the sun directly strikes the surface, like a constant invisible storm. That's why SpaceX is not sending humans immediately. Their plan is clear. Robots go first. If everything goes right, by 2026, we could witness that historic moment. According to SpaceX's roadmap, the first phase will include 5 Starship launches to Mars, each carrying about 10 tons of cargo. But why 5 ships at once? The answer is simple: safety. Landing on Mars is extremely difficult, and the goal is to ensure at least one successful landing. SpaceX believes in trial and error. Failures will happen, rockets may explode, missions may fail, but once they succeed, nothing will stop them. If even one ship successfully delivers the robots, then begins the waiting game, because the real mission starts 2 years later. A fleet of 20 starships will follow, each carrying up to 75 tons of cargo, all dedicated to building infrastructure for human survival. So where will the first Martian city be built? Scientists have their eyes on a region called Arcadia Planitia, located northeast of Olympus Mons. Why this location? Because it lies near the equator, meaning abundant sunlight and flat terrain for landing. But the real treasure lies beneath the surface, vast reserves of ice. The robot's first mission will be critical: extract that underground ice, melt it into water, because transporting water from Earth is nearly impossible. And water is everything. It quenches thirst, and more importantly, it can be split into oxygen for breathing. By around 2030, a massive fleet of 100 starships could arrive, carrying the first humans to Mars. But once humans arrive, a new challenge begins. Robots can rely on solar panels and go into sleep mode, but humans cannot. Life support systems, oxygen generation, air filtration, temperature control, these systems cannot stop, not even for a second. And Mars has day and night cycles, just like Earth, meaning 12 hours of darkness when solar power fails. To survive the night, the colony will depend on Tesla Megapack. These are massive lithium-ion battery systems, powerful enough that even a single unit could power an early Martian colony through the night. Transported inside Starship cargo bays, these batteries will become the backbone of survival. Daytime powered by the sun, nighttime powered by batteries. This is how life will continue on Mars. And only then, we can proudly say, humanity has truly become a multi-planetary species. But the question remains, after Mars, what comes next?